We're starting to see that a lot of the latch issues that babies are having, a lot of it has to do with the tongue's inability to seal. The tongue and the lips need to seal. So the way it works in breastfeeding is the tongue wraps itself around the breast and creates a seal. The lips also have to create a seal around. So everything is sealed shut, and it creates a vacuum seal within that mouth. What we're also noticing is that the tongue, when it breastfeeds, it needs to lift up at the very back and then drop down. And what that does is creates a negative pressure to pull that milk out. What happens with a tongue tie baby or a lip tie, let's talk about tongue tie first. Everyone has a tissue under their tongue that holds their tongue to their jaw. But what happens is that sometimes there is a tissue that's really tight, or it's to the tip of the tongue, and it makes it so that the tongue cannot move the way it needs to during breastfeeding. We used to think it was just a latch issue, and then they compress and that milk comes out. Kind of like the bottle, where if you push on a bottle, it just squirts out. That's not how breastfeeding works, unfortunately. That tongue has to do these movements and create this seal to be able to pull that milk out, create that negative pressure to pull the milk out. And so when that jaw goes up and down to feed, it actually will pull that tissue down with it, and that tongue comes down. It breaks that seal. Sometimes you'll hear a sound like a clicking, and that's that seal breaking.